Howdy! As you know, I love Star Wars, and I'm excited for Ahsoka show. Yeah, I know the first two episodes are out, but I have yet to watch them. But I'm excited to watch them soon anyway, and yeah, I'm making a theory video on this, although I haven't seen the episodes. However, I do still have some insight through the Ahsoka wiki. In the show, there's a new Inquisitor mercenary working for the dreadful Night Sister Morgan Elspeth, last seen in The Mandalorian, for Ahsoka's first appearance in live action. Now, this Night Sister has witch magic stuff that actually has, background stuff for the that may play a part, a big part in this theory. We got a fair amount of looks for this new masked villain, Marrok, and a theory I and others have online is this is Ezra Bridger, fallen to the dark side. Now, yes, technically, considering how much of a passionate Jedi and freedom fighter he was in Rebels, technically, why would they go down this path with his character? Well, what if I say in my own thoughts that maybe his fall into the dark side was less of an Anakin Skywalker situation and more of a Marvel's Winter Soldier thing? Yeah, what I'm saying is that in my theory it's possible that he was brainwashed into being the Inquisitor by Night Sister dark magic, turning quite literally into a masked dark side user against his will. Now a question is in place. How the fuck could Marrok be Ezra? How does this fit in the timeline? Well, we know by the end of Rebels, A New Hope starts to begin, and according to the Ahsoka wiki, it's stated that Marrok started existing after the events of Return of the Jedi, which is coincidentally around the same time that Ezra could possibly get affected by this shit. After the initial defeat of Vader and the Empire and shit, Luke saving the galaxy, etc., etc. Which around this time we know Ahsoka had been looking for Ezra. Time jump later into The Mandalorian, we see that Luke is starting his Jedi school stuff, and Ahsoka's there briefly with him and goes back into looking for Ezra, which is where the show takes place. In this big gap of time since Rebels and to Ahsoka, it's entirely possible Ezra was found by Morgan and she used Night Sister magic to corrupt him. It is stated in Arthurian stuff, which Dave Filoni likes to take a lot of inspiration stuff like wolves and shit, and Arthurian whatever it is, and in the lore for this shit, in this mythology, there was a knight named Marrok who was turned into a wolf by a witch named Morgan, which, in this context would make a lot of sense for it to be Ezra, a fallen knight, a Jedi knight turned into a wolf, an Inquisitor. It fits in my opinion.